And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Boy, do we got a show lined up. I did some deep diving. Oh, yeah. And everybody likes the company called Amazon. Well, most of us do. I order from them quite a bit. Yeah. But how many of you know that they've only been partners with our favorite company? Some of them call it Ripple since like 2015. Oh, yeah. I thought it was just like a couple years ago that we found this out. Oh, no, it goes way, way back. Like I'm telling you what, all this stuff, I don't know what, I mean, America is so hooked up, we have no idea. Like, I'm finding all these connections with Amazon, 2015, and Ripple came out in 2013, and less than 2 years later, they've already nailed a contract with Amazon. It's not a startup. It's not just some little startup out of Silicon Valley, as they want to kind of gloss over and say, yeah, we started as a startup in Silicon Valley. It's not. It's not a startup. It's not a fucking startup. No, 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 no. The amount of material that I was finding last night, you have no idea the technical ability. Like this stuff, it's not a startup. Okay, stuff that I found, I'll probably go over in tonight's show. This is unbelievable. This company, it's not a company, it's a three-letter agency, and it's a combination of agencies. I'm going to show you that. We're going to kind of get into this a little bit right now, and then my show later tonight, in about 7 hours from now or something like that. Oh, man. I'm going to show you some more stuff, and you'll be like, damn, this is not just a startup. No, it's a very coordinated, this company is a very coordinated, very intentional. They've got global connections. Oh, this is massive. Hey, 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 says XRP King Duck. Now, what I want you to do is dropping more bombs than Obama. Ooh, wait. What I want you to do, if you care to, is go to my video section. So go to my page, and because I posted a video, and it's not under shorts. It's not under shorts, but you go to my page and you see where it says videos. You click on that, and I got one that's titled "This is for today's show." That's what we'll be going over today. So those of you that want to review it or whatever, you can do it. My name is Crypto Hulk. Yeah, November Sierra Alpha. Got it. Have been in this for a long time. Yeah, I showed on my page. From day one, the November Sierra Alpha, read the first letters of each of those words. They've been with Ripple from day one. I'm telling you, this is fucking massive. And look, I'm going to show you some stuff. Carpathian Eagle. Thank you very much for that donation there, buddy. We're going to be looking over this stuff, and you will begin to see the Stellar Man. What's up, Hulk? Just got the notification, so I decided to come on in. You're gonna go over this with me, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, there's no way. This is not a startup." Look, I'm telling you, when Ripple decides to go public on the stock market, like, it's not a company, everybody. Like, I'm just trying to let you know. The other channels, They don't know. This channel, we know. Okay. What I don't want you to do, if you're somebody's watching the show and you got a ton of money, so I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a crypto advisor, I don't know anything financial at all. Do not listen to anything on my show. Turn it off right away. I give the worst financial advice. Okay. Now, if you're somebody and you got a lot of money, do not invest in private stock for either Poly Sign or the Ripple Company. I'll tell you why. Because they're government agencies. Tonight's show, I'm going to show you some stuff, and even some stuff like right now, but it's like, I would rather have you and get the crypto and lock it up in a good hardware wallet and all that or whatever. Because what's going to happen is when when the switch gets flipped, oh, the government's taking stuff over. And that company that you know of and the custody company, they're both going to the treasury. You're not going to own it. And if you dump in a ton of money with this stuff, you're going to lose it all. Just letting you know. Okay. This is not, this company, this crypto company we're talking about is not a company. It's an experiment to save the country's financial system, and it's a global currency. That's what it is. It's not a private company where you're going to get private stocks. I'm just letting you know. It's all a sham. Okay. And I have a ledger. I'm not telling you if it's safe. Do I trust it? I do. Miru says, I'm cooking dinner in the UK. Delighted I caught a live. Very good there, buddy. Here we go. So I showed you the video link. We're going to go over. So what I have is a list of all the customers of Ripple in 2014. One of them, the first name is Stephen, and then I'll put a little pause in there. And the last name is Zeiler, Zeiler. If you want to, I'd highly encourage it. Do a Google search on that name right now. Let me know what you find out, okay? This guy was a really, really, really big deal back in the day. And when you do a Google search, you're going to find nothing on this guy. You're going to find some kind of orthopedic surgeon. That's all you're going to find. Go ahead and do a search. Because they scrubbed it so clean for this guy. Do a little search there for him there, buddy. I did a search on my own. And all I came up with, an MD, a medical doctor, that's it. And this guy ain't no medical doctor. I've got him as a neurologist. That same name comes up as a doctor of neurology, internal medicine, talking about Johns Hopkins University and stuff, right? So you've seen that. Some of you guys have looked this person up. Let me type the name in just in case you're not looking at the video that I made. There's the first name. Let me get the last name there, buddy. Zeiler. There we go. So I gave you the first and last name. Do a Google search, and this dude's like coming up as a doctor. There's nothing to do with crypto at all. Let me go to page 2. Just keeps talking about neurology and doctor stuff. First 2 pages, 3 pages of Google, physician. It's the only thing he's popping up with this guy. 4th page of Google, internal medicine and all that stuff. 5th page, some kind of PhD, neurologist. Okay, you get the point. If you look on my video that I made, you're going to see this guy, Stephen. He's a cryptographer, technologist, polyglot, and passionate entrepreneur, always open to exciting new challenges. Now, he's wearing a little white shirt and a bow tie here. This guy was a Ripple partner, and he had the opportunity to have a gateway for Ripple, meaning people can get on and off Ripple's on-ramp. This guy right there that I'm showing you in this picture. It's called Zeiler Mark currency. What are Zeiler marks? Zeiler Mark is a currency that represents an hour of Stephen Zeiler's time per unit. Now that's kind of weird. Which exist and can be owned using the Ripple protocol. How does one obtain Zeiler marks? First, trust Stephen Zeiler, and it gives you a Ripple wallet address, and for the currency code ZMK, that's Zebra Matthew King. So the name of this guy's crypto, if some of you want to look it up, back in the day was ZMK. And it's to enable Zeiler marks for your Ripple account. Then purchase ZMK issued by Stephen Zeiler on the Ripple exchange. I don't know who'd want to buy a crypto to get an hour of this guy's time. He must have been a big deal. But what I find fascinating is, why the fuck is he a ghost? I've looked on Google, he's not even there. But yet, Ripple's doing partnership work with him. Very interesting. I don't have answers. I've got more questions than I have answers. How does one use Zeiler marks? To trade one Zeiler mark for 1 hour of Stephen Zeiler's time, send a message to Stephen Zeiler indicating how many hours you want to redeem, the task you would like performed, and an expected timeline. This sounds very strange. After approval by Stephen, send the desired number of ZMK to Stephen Zeiler. Note, the right is reserved to delay all requests by up to 2 weeks. Look, I don't know what the hell this is. It's very strange. That's why I wanted to show you this. Now we're going to move on to the purple section. If you have the video, you can see we're going to the purple section. I believe it's a Tumblr page. It's this guy's Tumblr page from 2015. Let me check the comments here real quick. Miri. What the hell is Miri? Exparticus. Here we go. Tony Stark. Go Team Wrecked. Thank you very much there, buddy, for that donation. Mike Marshall. We got Peking Duck. Peter, thanks for your donation. Did some side work over the week. Just showing some love to you, Hulk. Thanks for the hard work. hope to make a live call in. Well, you never know there, buddy. We might have one. And you got Zach is a new member. Welcome, Zach. The stellar man, just showing support, respect to you, my friend. Thank you very much for that. So let me go back to this article. MKP is here but was not notified. Stephen Zeiler, 4 years ago, stated, in 5 years, I hope to be fluent in 10 languages and own 5 companies. Okay. But who is this guy, right? I mean, that's all good that he wants to speak all, but I want to know, like, who the hell is this dude? Give me crypto, says dork. Like, you're gonna get a crypto so you can spend time with this guy? What? Like, I'm not gonna talk sexual stuff, but but he must be somebody that knows a whole lot of shit to have his own crypto, and then people use these cryptos to spend time. You get like one crypto is worth an hour of his time. Like, who the fuck is this person? And why is Ripple? Why are they a partner? Stephen Zeiler, AI. That's interesting now. Captain Caveman. So let's go to this guy's Tumblr page. Okay, he's always open to exciting new challenges. All right, signing cross-network payments. So, bam, right here, we're getting into signing cross-network payments. Our goal now, if you look on my page and go to videos, you can see exactly where I am right now. You can pause. I made the video and then I scrolled down very slowly so you can pause things. So right now I'm at where it says in blue at the very top, signing cross-network payments. Our goal on the Gateway team at Ripple Labs, so now all of a sudden this guy works for Ripple. He says our goal on the Gateway team at Ripple Labs is to enable payments between any two financial networks through the Ripple exchange and payment infrastructure. From the perspective, the end user or developer, payments will move seamlessly from one account on one network, such as a bank account. So now we learn that this guy, it appears that he works for Ripple and he's a developer at Ripple Labs. Well, that's interesting because I've never seen any picture of him. We went through the first Ripple employees. I showed you all their pictures. This guy's not there. I've never heard of this guy. I just did a Google search. He does not come up in the first 5, 6, 7 pages or whatever that I've seen at Google. So I'm just wondering what the hell, right? There's a lot of secrets with Ripple, everybody. I'm just letting you know. It's not the startup you think it is. That's what they want you to think, okay? Our goal on the Gateway team, okay, already read that. Why did they repeat that again? Okay, they repeat it again, so I'm going to skip that. Talks about such as a bank account in South America. We already know Ripple is in South America in 2014. We already know this because I showed you. It was with the guy named Raul or whatever his name was in Brazil. That was the gateway right there. So they're talking about this South America payments to another account, such as New Zealand. So now we know that New Zealand's been there since day one. Behind the scenes, the payment is made from the bank in South America to a Ripple gateway. Oh. So the bank goes through a Ripple gateway and delivers it to another bank. Starting to see this here? That's how this is working. Which transfers the funds across the Ripple network to another Ripple gateway. Oh, interesting. So here's how it works with Ripple. Behind the scenes, the payment is made from a bank A, and then it goes through a gateway, and then before it gets to another bank, it goes through the gateway, another gateway, and is delivered to that bank. Interesting. I'm just going to kind of look through this. I'm not going to read it all. As a result, we must obtain cryptographically signed agreements from both gateways that they will complete the desired payment before and initiating the funds transfer. We have something called the Gateway Services Protocol, which I'm going to click on right now. And I'm looking at it. Oh, this is kind of cool. You know what? I'm going to copy all this and I'm going to post it on the page, on my page here. Hold on. Let me go here. Let me go to community. Is that not? Do that again. I want you to see all this. This stuff is very techy. Why is that? It's not wanting to. Okay, what's going on? There it goes. There's like a delay or something. Okay. I'm going to send you this right now. I might have sent it twice. Let me go to the community page. See if it showed up. And it has not. Oh, that's interesting. Let me look at my phone and see if it made it through that way. We go to community. Huh, that's weird. It's not transferring. Very interesting. Let me try to send it again. Your post is too long. Okay, so let's just do this. Let's delete this thing. Because what was happening is it wasn't allowing me to send it because I think it might have been too long. So let me try this again. Copy. And we'll go in here, do it. So when I click it, now it's not doing nothing. Okay, now it made it. I don't know if this will go. I think it did, maybe. Let me see if it's too long. Damn, it's too long, son of a bitch. Okay, what if I can, let me try this. I really want to show you this right here. I'm gonna do part of it. I'm gonna do like half of it. We're gonna go up to that. Copy. Okay, there's that. That's got to send. Okay, there's. It's not letting me do it. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do this because for some reason it's not letting me do it. I think we probably know the reason why. So let me just check the comments here real quick, and I'm just going to read to you what I'm seeing, and you'll have to just assume that it's okay. XR Peking Duck, thank you very much for the 9.63. I know it means something. Then you got Melon Husk. Thank you very much for that donation there, buddy. Armor of God. Hulk used DuckDuckGo and Brave search engines. Oh. I'm going to write that one down. DuckDuckGo. All right. Thank you very much for that information there, Armor of God. We got 1970 Legend gave 5 people memberships. Jurgen, welcome to the channel. Jerleen, welcome to the channel. Gaming Incognito, Stephen Campbell, and Zen Dog. Armor of God. Google and YT are one and the same, both censoring. Okay. Alex D. Vlogs. 250 pounds. Thanks for that donation. And I do a lot of different stuff. I don't know exactly what my bench is now. I do more repetition stuff. Okay, so I'm going to read off to you what I was looking at. What we got here, because it's not allowing me to send it. I'll figure it out. It's from a guy. Okay, what we're looking at is Gateway Services Overview. This is a very techie diagram. The guy who made it, his first name is Bob, and I'm making a break, and his last name is Way. This is a big, big, big deal. This guy, he's a heavy hit. He's an early person at Ripple. I'm showing you a page that's from like, let me see if there's even a date on this page. 2015 or so. 2015. It's a GitHub page. And what we're looking at is it shows client and then a gateway and then a remote gateway. Man, I wish I could. It shows core API calls. Okay, what I'm looking at here is a bunch of computer programming shit that's breaking down how Ripple works. I'm like, wow. I don't know if this stuff's in the public view, but I'm looking at it here. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna make a video so you can see it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get around this fucking censorship somehow. Fuck that. Okay, let me make this video right here. There you go. The GitHub. There's the guy's name. Gateway Services Overview. I'm going to move the camera slow, or I'm scrolling down slowly so you can read it and pause it. And after this, then I'll talk about it. So now I'm getting like really old school, trying to get around where they won't let me show you stuff. I'll figure out a way there, buddy. They won't let me copy and paste it. I'm gonna make a fucking video there, buddy. Got that right. There's a lot of computer programming shit right here. I don't even know what it is. About bridge discovery. That word Alice is very popular. Given Alice is logged in as, and then there's Bob, and then Fedor dot. I'll show you later. Oh, we got a little treasure chest here, everybody. Everybody, how to create a gateway account and log in with Ripple. This is really very cool. Too bad. There we go. And you can see there's the date. All right, let me download this to my YouTube. Okay. Let me just check something here real quick. And then we're going to start. We're going to probably just stick to this gateway thing. And that'll be a lot of our time right there. All right. So go ahead now. It should be there. Go to the on my YouTube where it says videos, and you'll now be able to see exactly what I'm seeing. So now I'm going to go over it. So what we have, it appears to me, is at the top of the page, this guy named Bob with the last name of Way. He was majorly important at the beginning of Ripple to get the programming stuff done. This guy's a genius, programming genius. He worked for them and then he left because remember now, Ripple hires people for projects, and once they're done, they're done. I'm sure he worked for some sort of temp agency, like literally maybe like a temp agency that was really ran by a 3-letter agency, because that's how all this started in the very, very beginning, and it still goes on now. What we have here is an introduction. I'm at the introduction page. The Gateway Services API is a set of REST endpoints implemented by gateways to provide common Ripple functionality to both clients and the gateway. It starts talking about KYC registration, sender and receiver KYC gating. Now, this is interesting, everybody, because what we're seeing here is KYC stuff. We know that in 2015, I already went over this the other day, there was a Ripple settlement, and they got busted because they weren't doing like their anti-money laundering KYC or something. I don't even know if that's correct, because you know what I'm looking at right here? KYC, they had it. Like, look, you can't believe anything in this crypto space, even crypto, but you can believe crypto whole. I don't know what's true and what's not. I read court documents. Those motherfucking things could be fake. I'm showing you here, they were working on KYC from day one. So this whole thing where they went and got criminally charged for anti-money laundering, the AML, that's what the trial was about, anti-money laundering and know your customer kinds of things. I'm calling bullshit on that right now, because I'm seeing right here, Mr. Bob with the last name of Way was working on KYC from start. It's right there. You can see it. And we scroll down a little bit below. talks about bridge. Um, Identifiers, OpenID, connect self-issued KYC. I'm kind of thinking that that 2015 Ripple settlement agreement was fake. I mean, I don't look, I don't believe anything in crypto. It's so fucking twisted and shady, all right? Secretive. Let's move on. I'm looking at core API calls. I'm going to skip through that. Bridge payments. A bridge payment is a payment between a Ripple account and an external account. Generally, a bridge payment moves funds from one entity to another. Deposits and withdrawals move funds between accounts belonging to the same entity. This makes bridge payments a superset of deposits and withdrawals and allows the latter to be implemented using the former routines. Some of this stuff's confusing. I'm just letting you know. Now, all of a sudden, bam, look under here, under example scenario. Send money from an independent Ripple wallet to a gated Fedora bank account. Oh, jackpot. Fedora doesn't want its users' transactions identifiable in the public ledger. Oh, look what we found out here. They've had private ledgers going on from day one. As such, Fedora cannot use static destination tags to implement hosted wallets. Fedora also needs to be able to gate/refuse incoming payments from non-KYC senders. Fedora implements this using bridge payments. That's very interesting because the very first bank of Ripple was Fedora, a German bank. And guess what? They were using a private ledger. I'm just wondering, like, how far are we really, like, what are we waiting for? Like, I don't know. I'm reading to you shit right here about Ripple's first bank, the guy that made it. His name is Bob, last name is Wei. This is fucking amazing, okay? Under simplest flow, it says Alice, and then in parentheses, a Fedora.ru known Ripple user. Now, anything .ru, isn't that Russian? I mean, this shit's very interesting. Alice is a Fedora.ru known Ripple user sending to Bob a Fedora.de bank account holder. And they show here with, I'm not getting into this, they're showing how they do a bridge payment. Now it's interesting because isn't Ripple a bridge currency? Now they're talking about bridge payments within XRP itself. That's very interesting. It's under get bridge underscore payment/quotes. I'm going to skip past through this computer stuff, this tech language. Talks about gateway, acceptance, URL. Got that Fedora bank in there, I'm telling you. And I was the first one on the internet to tell everybody that. Tell everybody, because this is why, oh, Veronica's like, Hulk. Julia, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the members video live stream there, buddy. Let's continue through our little secret journey, see what we can find here. We're going over all the stuff you're not supposed to see. Yep, this is the fun part. You know, I might not have a major revelation, but it's just very cool looking at shit that we're not supposed to know. Set any missing required properties, including KYC information. In this example, there are no additional required claims. The gateway has been able to resolve all necessary KYC information based on the identifiers supplied in the URL. And again, why was there a Ripple settlement court case? According right here, now maybe they didn't register for the bank secret, the money service business, but as far as KYC and all that shit, they were already doing it. So that court document that I read you was fake because they were doing KYC and anti-money laundering. It's right here. I'm showing you. So in the court document's like, oh, Ripple needs to establish a protocol and handle it. They already did that. That court hearing that I showed you the other day, what happened in the Ripple settlement agreement, half of that shit is bullshit. Because I'm showing you right here. Oh, snap. What a nice little discovery. We're talking about post back the whole transaction. So now we get into a bunch of computer coding stuff about the gateway and KYC shit, like gateway. It talks about JSON. JSON is some sort of protocol. I know it's very important, but I don't know what the hell it is. Just let you know. They're talking about send a Ripple or external payment. There's more computer tech stuff. I don't know what the stuff is. I'm going to scroll past a lot of it, but I'm sure it's very, if you're a person who's techie, if you're a computer programmer or some shit, you want to see all this stuff that I'm showing right here. You might be able to set up your own gateway at Ripple. I'm telling you. They'll be like, how the hell did you figure this out? And you'll say, I don't know. It wasn't Crypto Hulk, that's for sure. Sometimes the process will not go as smoothly as above. For example, perhaps the bridge doesn't know the sender. Alice, who's unknown to Fedor, is sending to Bob a Fedor bank account holder. And it shows how they're getting over. What we're looking at here is all this tech stuff on how Ripple has fixed or solved. I mean, this stuff's, I'm sure, very, very valuable. Right here, I'm sure programmers would love to see this shit right here. Maybe I should charge. They're talking about Ripple Gateway here and post the paper. Now I'm under convenience calls. On the video, it's convenience calls. Gateway deposits, gateway withdrawals. I'm skipping down to bridge discovery and resolutions. Client side. Alice is logged into a Ripple client and she wants to send 100 euros to Bob. Bob is either a Ripple account holder or a bank account holder or unbanked. In all three cases, Alice needs an identifier for Bob to enter into her client's send to field. So now Ripple's just showing how they make identifiers, which I'm not getting into. I'm scrolling down where it says bridge side, discuss. And this next section is called discuss. And again, it has KYC registration, send and receiver KYC gating. So again, let me tell you what, in that Ripple Department of, we'll say, justice, because I got to spread that word out, there was talk that Ripple was not checking the IDs of people and everything. That's a lie. That's a fake. So I showed you what is a real Department of, I won't say justice, report on the Ripple trial that was in 2015. There was fake information in that because I'm proving it right here to you right now. They were like, oh, Ripple wasn't doing KYC. Yes, they were. Here's the proof right there. I'm showing you under the discuss section. It says, and this section here shows you how Ripple was doing KYC. So there was no money laundering going on, contrary to that Department of, Justice report. I'm showing you right here. They were doing it, all the KYC. I just don't have proof right now that they registered as a bank. Maybe they already did. But right now, half of that report that came out in that court hearing was fake. I'm showing you right now. Here's proof. Now I'm on the section that says overview. It's 1.3 if you're following along. And that's the end of that. So that's what I wanted to show you there. Let me check some comments. So it was kind of techy. I know it's a little different doing a show like this, but we're just like deep diving, exploring shit that we're not supposed to know. I just thought that would be kind of fun to do for today. Let me show you one more section. I got about another 15 minutes, and then I think I'm done. That was the gateway. Okay. Now I'm going back to that purple page, which is the Stephen Zeiler's Tumblr page. I presume that's what it is. We were just in the first paragraph or the first section called signing cross network payments. I just got done showing you what the gateway services protocol is. And then they start talking about JSON web tokens also in that. Let me click on that. And here we have, let me make a little short little video and I'll post that for you. We're just kind of exploring today. Okay, here we go. So JSON web token. I'll just slowly, there's not anything necessarily groundbreaking in this, but if you understand all this tech stuff, you probably appreciate the information here. All right, let me put that on my page. Here we go. So here's this thing. If you look on my page right now, you're probably going to see it. It's this JSON. It's a web token. It's called JWT. JSON web token. This is all from this guy, this Stephen Zeiler guy or whatever. His page. It's a compact URL safe means of representing claims to be transferred between two parties. The claims in a JWT are encoded as a JSON object that is digitally signed using JSON web signature. Shows a bunch of encoded and decoded stuff here. Libraries for token signing and verification. This is very techy and it's out of my area, but I just wanted to show you the video. I'm not going to really discuss much more of that JSON stuff. Let's go. And what I wanted to show you, okay, and I'll leave it with this. I'm going to make a video. One last video. I won't do this to you anymore. This will be the last video, and then we'll wrap the show up. So I'm going to zoom in. And you can see right there, my finger is Amazon. I'm going to show you all the page. And that was the conclusion of that. Let me send it to my page right now. So I'm going to zoom in. I got a message that one of my friends is watching my show right now. My friend's like, I know that guy. Let's see if it made it. Okay, it made it. This will be the last video I'm going to show y'all. So what we got going on here is this. Let me find it. We got Amazon. So on this guy's Tumblr page, this is from 2014-15. It says the following. It says rippled install script. No, I don't know what that is necessarily. The following is a complete script compiled from the Ripple wiki that will install Rippled, the free cryptocurrency payment platform. That's very cool. Now it shows a link right here. I'm going to click it to see if it'll work. No, unfortunately, that was taken down. So what this link was, everybody, was the actual program to download like Ripple to your fucking computer and have a gateway and shit. Very, very cool stuff. Unfortunately, the link doesn't work anymore because it's been too many years. But what we do find out is there's a hashtag UBUNTU 14.04 on, guess what? AWS. That's Amazon. I'm not going to say web, not going to say service. Oh my God, do you realize this? We were taught to believe that not going to say WS, was just a partner recently or something to Ripple. Oh, no. I've got evidence right here showing you. I made the video. It's 2015. We're taking it back 8 years ago. They were using the cloud and all these kinds of things, and we had no idea. The Crypto Hulk showed you. That's what we do on this show. Now, is that earth shaking and massive news and stuff is going to make you rich tomorrow? The answer is no. But I just wanted to show you, like I said the other day, yesterday when I made the show, Ripple does shit, and then they might announce it 5 or 6, 7 years later, maybe. Okay, I'm showing you from like day one. Amazon's been there. I'm showing you this. You might be a person who's doubtful and be like, "Oh, well, it's only 52 cents." Look, I'm not worried. Hey, you're gonna be lucky it's 52 cents, so you can buy it. I'm showing you links with all. I don't know what's taking so long, but I'm showing you links with not going to say WS. That's fucking massive. For a crypto, for a startup, right? Because Ripple is supposed to be what? Like a startup? How the fuck do they sign up with Amazon right away? Ooh, said that word. Fuck. See what I'm saying? I'm uncovering it right here. I already showed you how the NA put a space, SA. I showed you that front page. They were involved. Now listen to these 3 letters. N, not going to say S, and not going to say A, was on that Ripple page as a partner, everybody. I showed you that. No other channel. Here I'm showing you it's A, not going to say WS. Like, what the fuck? How is it really a startup? You seriously think that? You're going to go buy stock in Ripple and shit and think, oh, it's not I don't care if they go public, something's going to happen and it's going to get snatched up. That's why I'm showing you this shit. This little startup company is so fucking huge. They've got 3-letter agencies working with them. They got the A not going to say WS. Like, how does a little tiny company, when it's first made, get linked right up with 3-letter government agencies, Federal Reserve in New York? Really? I can go on and on. I've already showed you the evidence. Look through my videos. I think there's something way, way huge here. I'm exposing this so you guys can see it. If you're new, well, I don't know about this. I'm afraid of this trial, this Ripple trial. You don't need to be afraid because I'm showing you some massive stuff. This whole thing is fake. I already showed you how the 2015 settlement was fake. It was half fake. Even that. They're saying, "Oh, Ripple wasn't doing anti-money laundering." Yes, they were. I just proved it to you. If you're new and you're uncertain, well, I don't know if I want to get this because I'm kind of afraid of the Ripple trial and all. Dude, this whole trial thing is fake. I'm just showing you every day how fake it is. I'm trying to show you, get it while it's cheap. Because when this thing takes off, and look, it's when it fully goes, hey, it might hit under speculation, $5, $20 or some shit, and then go back down to 50 cents or something or less. Like, I don't care about that shit. When it goes, it's going straight to 1,000 to 10,000 immediately. That's what I truly believe. All these connections I'm showing you, we are so connected out with this stuff. I had no idea that from like day one, you got AWS with Ripple. Like, holy God. That's like, I just thought them and AWS were partners from like a year or two ago. Oh, no, no, no. It goes back to the beginning. And I'm like, what? Yeah. That's why on my show, we look below the iceberg, right? We find all this amazing connections and all this stuff. There's no other cryptos like this. Like, this is amazing. I'm truly amazed discovering this stuff. And that's why I wanted to make the show today to show you guys you're on the right channel for discovering. I'll tell you that. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Let me see any last donations here. Hold on. Julia Texador, welcome to the members live stream there. I'm just making sure I got everybody there. Albert, gifted person. Jay was gifted a membership by Albert Bowers. Welcome to channel, Jay. Yeah, Captain Caveman, thanks for that donation. At least Trump is better than Biden. Hit the button. Hit the like button. That's what they say. Albert has been a member for a month. It says here, I've learned more in one episode than 6 months watching other YouTuber shows. Keep up the outstanding work from the guy in the back of the class. Albert, thanks for that. That's why I make these deep dives so you guys can truly see. When people are like, well, this Ripple thing's nothing. It's some scam. Oh, no, it's so fucking deep. These people have no idea. That's why I make these shows. Everybody's looking at the iceberg, but on top of the water. It's like any idiot can see that. On my channel, we go scuba diving and we look down below and we look at how massive this fucking thing is. And we're like, oh, shit. This crypto will run the world. That's what we're dealing with here. This thing is massive and the connections are deep. We got weight loss and fitness. Thanks for that donation. Hi, how do I buy X NFT? Can't find the exchange for it. Some of these, it's XNF Trading Company. That's what it is. I don't know if there's actual XNFT crypto, but if it refers to an article I was reading the other day, it's XNF is the actual crypto, XNF, and you throw in trading.com or something. That's where you can like buy it. But remember now, I'm showing you stuff that Ripple was doing like 10 years ago, where they were opening up their liquidity, trying to get all these different companies to work with them. Some of these companies get bought out by bigger companies. So you might not find that XNF anymore because somebody else either bought it, changed the name, did. That's how this thing works. That's why it's kind of fascinating. That's why I do these deep dives, because I'm learning every day myself. Shit that I thought I knew, like, oh no, with the Amazon shit, oh, it goes back like day one. But they never tell you that, but Crypto Hulk will. And then XRP Poncherello, thanks for that donation. Julia asked, do you think eventually, when all is signed up through BRICS, Ripple is going to drop the hammer on those nations and have complete currency control over them? Julia, XRP and or Ripple, whatever, is working with the BRICS nations. I'm the only channel showing the deep dives on that, where XRP's been in China for like 8 to 10 years. And Russia, we did a study. I showed the study. Russia is going to base their crypto on Ripple. I did that show like 2 weeks ago. So it's not like Ripple's dropping a hammer. Ripple is helping them, the BRICS coalition nations, get hooked up with XRP. Like, the whole world's gonna be hooked up on this. This is what I'm showing. But yeah. All right. I will wrap this show up. Thanks for showing up. And tonight at about, I think 7 or so, 7 p.m. So about 7, 8 hours from now, I'll have another show lined up. So see you there.